Hey everybody, I got the news that SMOSH is going to be partnering with Madame Tussauds Wax Museum. I'm going to be wax museumed, the YouTubers. Now, I'm a YouTuber. Been on YouTube since 1998. No one ever offered to put me in a wax museum. But the bottom line is, okay, I'm just going to let it all hang out. Am I a little jealous? Yeah, I am. I am. And I think what's going through my head is that, and I've said this before for people who watch my channel on a regular basis. First of all, we go through a new generation of YouTubers every 3 years. When I first started, my model, my inspiration, was Reneto, because Reneto was a part of that first group of video bloggers that just, boom, did what I'm doing right now. We just talked. We didn't do the Z Frank style of jump cuts, you know, or that was later adopted by Phil DeFranco. We just simply, and a lot of other YouTubers have adopted this so much that it's just become almost cookie cutter. No, it has become cookie cutter. Let me take the almost out of my statement. We are classic vloggers. We talk about things. We go back to Justin Hall, who started way back in, I believe it was 1998, and he let it all hang out. I mean, sometimes so much so that you thought he was basically telling you he was going to off himself at some point about something that was bothering him with his girlfriend. But that's classic vlogging. My point is that it's people like the Justin Halls and the people like, well, Spricket 24, or Reneto, or Kinergy, who lives down in San Jose, or the people that started Vlogger Heads. They deserve some form of recognition as well, and not just for marketing purposes. Before Grace Helbig had her TV show, I had my TV show, The Blog Report with Zenny62 on Colors TV. Lasted for 3 years. The only reason it's not on still is because Colors TV itself went out of business. Can't help that. But a lot of the content that I have is a lot more compelling than anything that I've seen. And I'm not taking away from what they've done. But look, there is a reason why if you go to Google or Yahoo and you do research on bought YouTube subscribers, you do find some of the big names up there and some of the big networks. 51% of internet traffic are bots, and there's no reason to think that's going to stop at YouTube's door. I'm trying to shed a light of reality in all this because, you know, I go back to when I was brought headlong into the YouTube world by Steve Grove, who was the news and politics editor of YouTube. And Steve found me to make the videos for the then new CNN YouTube Democratic debates. And I did. I made 13. In fact, one of my videos, the coin question, had me standing in front of the cathedral in Oakland with a coin. And it said, this coin says, this is, on this coin it says United States of America. And if I turn over, it says liberty. In God we trust. What do those words mean to you? And that question was given to Joe Biden. It turned out that 4 producers of CNN loved my question so much they were literally fighting to get me on one of their shows. So that was great. But the backstory is, during that time that I was making the sample video, and they were also planning for the CNN YouTube Democratic debate where then Senator Joe Biden was on. He was running for president against then Senator Barack Obama and then Senator Hillary Clinton. And I thought, oh great, with all this I'm going to be flown to be on the CNN telecast, right? And I wasn't flown there. And so I had to sort of sit and wait and get people watch video go by. My video was, I think, the 50, it came up with the 52nd minute of the broadcast. Yeah, and I was ecstatically happy. But Melissa Jenna, who has really since stopped vlogging, I think she's a mother of 2 now, was flown there, as well as 2 other YouTubers who aren't even active anymore. And I've stuck with it. Yeah, I made a big go of this, and I've created this into where this is my business. The business of showing and telling. bringing people to the NFL draft, the Oscars, or anything else. And no, I didn't go out on this. I didn't join a network like Maker Studios. I didn't create my own network of, or buy subscribers and all that. I'm blessed to have 30,600 subscribers now. But I'm also happy to say that, hey, my subscribers are real. It took a long time to get there, boy. There are people who, and what I've learned about this is if you have a white face, particularly if you're white and blonde, people are more likely to click on you. I literally fought that by making the determination years ago that I was simply going to crank out multiple videos a day, and I would force people to get used to my face. That was planned. And it worked. Because now there are people who, rather than turn away, will just click to see or hear what I have to say. They're used to me popping up there. And I love it when someone says, I see you every day, I don't know how to get rid of you. Right. That's exactly the point. I'm the counterpoint to this screwed up society. Because what I've learned over all of this is image. There's no such thing as someone who's really brighter than you are. But the one constant is that people will invest in somebody who is lighter skinned and female, and of course there's that spectrum. And the only way to battle that spectrum is to consistently have darker faces shown, and also to have interracial relationships shown, like the Cheerios commercial. Because otherwise, this charade that if you were white is right will continue. And it really is racist because you're putting out one other color of skin for another. All this has to do with YouTube, because there have been many African American YouTube vloggers, but none of them got the support that their white counterparts get. And it's a matter of somebody just choosing to contact you. But because I have forced the issue, I not only did Colors TV come about, one of my videos is on Scene and Caught on Camera, and it's ran continuously through the year. I've done a lot. So as far as I'm concerned, I should also be in Madame Tussaud's Wax Museum. Yeah, I'm just being blunt. I'm being honest and telling you how I feel. Nothing against Swoosh. Got nothing but love for them. Seriously. Seriously. Because they're YouTubers. I love Grace Helbig. Seriously. But we can't shy away from the truths that have created the YouTube system. We can't. Because it doesn't take a rocket scientist to ask the question, hey, how come I see a lot of white faces? Aren't there a lot of people? Is there even black making YouTube videos? Oh, heck yeah. YouTube used to prize the political vlogger. Now, no, you don't hear about talking about someone who should be wax museumed other than me. The Young Turks and Cenk Uygur, who managed to get as far as being on MSNBC before he reportedly pissed them off internally. It's another story. But the bottom line is Cenk should be in a wax museum. He set the standard for the success of political shows on YouTube out there. Grace Helbig should be. And I keep coming back to Renetto because he was the star. He was a Serbic guy. Is great guy. But because he pissed off the YouTube minders at the time, they kind of tried to shun him. But he made some great, excellent points about YouTube and how YouTube was handling people who were creating to its content. The problem is that YouTube does not have a legacy system. I remember when I was talking with one of the YouTube partner handlers, I'm not going to put his Chris Rewack, about this, or Chris agreed. There should be some sort of tag to say, been on YouTube, established since blank. Now, what I do love is that if you go to a YouTube channel like mine, you look in the right place, you can see that I'm a YouTube partner. But I wanted to say established 2008, established on YouTube 2006, partner since 2008. Kind of like the American Express stamp of approval. You know what I mean? That's what I'm talking about. So, congratulations to SMOSH. God love you. But please understand where I'm coming from as well. You know, there is a reason there are some people rioting in Baltimore. And until we deal with those truths and change this society, and the good news is we're on the way to doing that, we're always going to have a Baltimore. The problem today is that we have a younger generation of African American person who doesn't think, sadly, it's a holdover from a kind of a slave mentality that developments like this create in a little bitty way, that nothing's for them, that they have to be white to get something, that things are tougher for us. Okay? It takes work. It really does. But we also have to band together as a group. But also in a society that's interracial, anyone white watching this should be equally upset and equally wanting to dive in and change things. And there are people who are white who are like that. And the great news is that there are far more of them than have ever been before. In the millions, many millions. That's the great thing. And many of them young. That's the even better thing. Okay? So this is not a bad story. I'm just giving you a real, unvarnished perspective of the YouTube ecosystem behind the rise of SMOSH. That's it. Vlog on. Vlog long and prosper. Or maybe I should do it like this. Vlog long and prosper.